Impossible.
CJ will be very disappointed. These sketches are really work. And we can put you to an if. Yeah, what's the, yeah.
Good evening. I now call this Village of Hebron meeting to order on Monday, February 23rd, 2026. Please stand as you are able and join me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, please.
Mr. Wolf.
Here.
Mr. Juvenile.
Here.
Mr. Carpenter.
Here.
Mrs. Simpson. Here. Mrs. Chapman.
Yes.
Mr. Meredith.
Yes.
Thank you, Council. We have a quorum. Thank you, visitors, for attending this evening. If you've not already done so, please sign in and get a copy of the agenda. There will be opportunities to speak at 2 points in the agenda labeled visitor comments. Council meetings are recorded and recorded and provided to council and the public for review. Meeting minutes are official once the recording is approved by Village Council by a majority vote. Today's recording will become the official record of minutes once approved. The recording is available online at the Village of Hebron YouTube channel. I'm seeking a motion for approval of the minutes for February 2nd, 2026 council meeting.
So moved.
Second. I have a motion from Councilmember Juvenile and a second from Councilmember Marietta. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Ms. Hoskinson.
Yes.
Mrs. Chapman.
Yes.
Mr. Marietta.
Yes.
Mr. Carpenter.
Yes.
Mr. Juvenile.
Yes.
Mr. Wolf.
Yes.
Thank you, Council. It passes 6-0. I'm now seeking a motion for approval of the minutes for the February 17th, 2026 combined council committees meeting.
So moved.
I'll second. I have a motion from Councilmember Juvenile and a second from, was it Hoskinson?
Either, sure.
Okay,
Yes.
from Councilmember Hoskinson. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Wolf.
Yes.
Mr. Carpenter.
Yes.
Mrs. Chapman.
Yes.
Mr. Juvenile.
Yes.
Hoskinson.
Yes.
Mr. Marietta.
Abstain.
Thank you. It passes 5-0-1. The next item is visitor comments, but we have no visitors unless, okay, just trying to, so I'll skip that for now. The next is legislation. The first is ordinance 01-26. It's an ordinance creating the position of Economic and Community Development Assistant Director for the Village of Hebron, Ohio. This is the first reading. The next item is Resolution 2602. It's a resolution authorizing the mayor or the mayor's agents to execute an amended development agreement with Microsoft Corporation, a Washington corporation, and declaring an emergency.
Move to whatever we're trying to do. I'm sorry. I lost the train of thought.
Wait, we.
The microphone.
Yeah, good.
You request a motion to waive the readings?
Yes, I'm sorry. I am.
Okay, so I have a motion from Councilmember Marietta to waive the readings. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Okay, thank you. I have a second from Council Member Chapman. Any discussion about waiving the readings? Hearing none, roll call please.
Mr. Carpenter,
Yes.
Ms. Hoskinson.
Yes.
Mr. Giovanelli,
Yes.
Mrs. Chapman.
Yes.
Mr. Wolf,
Yes.
Mr. Marietta.
Yes.
Thank you, Council. It passes 6-0. And now I'm seeking a motion to adopt resolution 2602.
Motion to adopt.
Second.
I have a motion from Councilmember Carpenter and a second, I'm so sorry, I have a motion from Councilmember Marietta and a second from Councilmember Carpenter. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Marietta,
Yes.
Ms. Hoskinson.
Yes.
Mrs. Chapman.
Yes.
Mr. Giovanelli,
Yes.
Mr. Wolf,
Yes.
Mr. Carpenter.
Yes.
Thank you. It passes 6-0 as well. The next item is council action items. And the first of those are the January 2026 bank reconciliation, and I'm seeking a motion to acknowledge receipt and review of the January 2026 bank reconciliation.
So moved.
I have a motion from Councilmember Juvenelli and a second from Councilmember Marietta. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Wolf,
Yes.
Mr. Carpenter,
Yes.
Mrs. Chapman,
Yes.
Mr. Giovanelli,
Yes.
Ms. Hoskinson.
Yes.
Mr. Marietta.
Yes.
Thank you, Council. It passes 6-0. The next item we have for consideration is job description compensation modification.
This is for the clerk of council position that was discussed in the personnel committee. So we're asking the council authorize the village solicitors to draft the legislation to be considered at the next regular meeting.
So moved.
I'll second. I have a motion from Councilmember Marietta and a second from Councilmember Chapman. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Wolf,
Yes.
Mr. Marietta,
Yes.
Mr. Giovanelli,
Yes.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Chapman. Yes. Ms. Hoskinson.
Yes.
Mr. Carpenter.
Yes.
Thank you, Council. It passes 6-0. The next item is an appropriation amendment. Would you like to speak to that? I can. Thank you.
I believe this item came up in your recent, Public Works Committee meeting. This, it is a recommendation for $100,000 appropriation amendment in order to do the renovations to the library side of the building. So I'm not sure what discussions took place during the meeting, but that's, what the recommendation is.
I'm sorry, who's the chair of that?
That would be me.
Great. You're on the hot seat.
Lovely.
Thank you.
In our Public Works Committee meeting, we discussed the space itself and the different improvements that we are seeking to make for a multitude of reasons, ultimately making it, I would say, an important facet that needs to be expanded upon our community and economic development, along with a touchstone for our history with the Historical Society. These improvements break out into two separate estimates that break, I would say, the part that is economic community development, and then more broadly, the Historical Society side, if I remember correctly. So collectively representing that $100,000 figure, if I recall the total. There were no other items for discussion. I look towards Andrea, or forgive me, Councilmember Chapman, Councilmember Carpenter, if there's any other comments you'd like to add from our
I know we
discussion.
had talked about it and we were gonna bring it to council. Does it have to be approved before we put in the budget, or put in the budget, then see if it's approved and go with it? Or is what steps are steps?
Are you
know?
seeking legislation?
It would take legislation to amend the appropriations.
So we're seeking a motion to direct the solicitor to draft legislation for council to consider this amendment.
And I would make that motion.
I will second.
And that is for the appropriation for the money, but not approval of is that also
The draft
including
of
the approval
legislation.
of the diagram and everything? Or is that two separate things is what I guess my question.
It's all together.
Can I
Okay,
make a comment or wait till after the motion?
Let me just get us caught up on the motions and then we'll come right to you.
Okay, thank you.
And I'm so sorry. Okay, so, Councilmember Carpenter made the motion and Councilmember Juvenelli, seconded the motion. Now discussion.
Yeah, I guess, have you guys talked about like access from which direction? Are you gonna keep both accesses available? Or and my other question real quick is the restroom, how are we gonna handle that?
So I will refer to Administrator Chen in a moment, but as far as the discussion around the access point, so we did go through and see with the floor plan that has been drafted, a way in which entry points would be for both the Historical Society and the Economic Community Development Office. Simply put, from the two doors that are entering this space as it is now, there would be a side door separately that would be for the Historical Society and allow entry to that space. The main double doors would be for the Economic Community Development Office. Now, Administrator Chen, if you could detail a little bit further.
Yes, in essence, the proposed historic society will have its own entrances. So it will not interfere with the economic and community development department. And the other thing is that the center portion of the lobby will be opened up.
Okay.
So the visitor to the economic development and community development visitors, they can utilize the restrooms. Same thing with the historic society, they have access to this public restroom as well.
That was a couple questions I just asked. So,
yeah, it seems odd approving it before the whole council's seen the diagram that our committee has seen, you know what I mean? Was it a cart before horse before the cart? We're asking members that weren't at Public Works that saw the diagram to approve money without seeing the diagram. So, but if they're fine with it, I'm fine with it. But-
yeah, I think we need to trust our committee on that.
Okay.
I mean, I'm sure you guys have diligently done your duty.
Also, if we're asking for legislation, then, I'm assuming that would actually be provided with the legislation when it's given out.
The legislation is
Just for the appropriation.
Extra money that we did not have in the budget
Yeah.
this year.
And we
But it
can,
could be in this condition, yes.
yeah, we could provide that sketch to the council members, absolutely.
And I'm sorry to butt in, but to add, right now, those were just very preliminary drawings from the feedback we provide for the best use. They actually have to go through the actual engineering and we'll have formal plans similar to what you see from development that we'll be able to make changes and modifications to.
Before it's finally approved. Even if we approve the money now.
I can't speak to the actual approval process of the construction plans with you guys, with that being but the appropriations would already be
And they're
approved
ready to go.
financially, but they still have a lot of work to do from the project construction side to even get it to the construction side of things.
And I would add that with the current drawings that were provided to us at the Public Works, without somebody to explain them to you, it would be very confusing.
Right,
So we would eventually
need something clear.
correct, yeah.
Are we sure the $100,000 is gonna do what is proposed?
That's the estimates that we received from a general contractor,
Okay,
that local general contractor.
okay,
The number that I recommended has a little cushion in it.
okay. Yeah, you know how that is.
Without being too direct about this, I think it's important to remember that the role of the staff is to actually execute your wishes. The role of council is to define where we want to go and appropriate money for that. So I think the critical question we as a team need to answer tonight is, do you believe that we should use the space? That's question number one. Number two, how should we use the space? Do you agree that putting economic development over there makes sense? And then the third question is, with the residual space, do we want to allow another organization to use that? I think that the team's been very careful to make sure that any improvements that are happening on the side that could possibly be used for another organization, there's no massive improvement happening there. We're not building new wall-to-wall bookshelves. We're not building a new counter. We're not installing a bunch of really cool tech. It is literally just going to be an open office space that looks attractive from the economic development side. So if you have concerns about those things, this is definitely the moment to talk about that. If you think we should be using it for something else, if you're concerned about using it for economic development, I think those would be the things that we really should talk about before moving forward.
I'm excited the fact that we have a space, you know, for the Historical Society. I do not like where they're at. I don't like that building at all personally, and if that would ever leave Hebron, I would be a very happy person, but I understand why it's there. And then the other part that I am confident and believe that's where they should go.
I echo that sentiment, and I think first and foremost, the work that is being done for economic community development is huge. And I recognize that it's going to continue to grow, especially in light of everything we saw this past week with the CIC having been formed and kicked off formally. That being said, it justifies, and if anything, gives, in my mind, the absolute paramount need to have that space for all of you. Councilman Marietta also pointed out the historical site, and I agree wholeheartedly. Someone pointed out on the committee meeting for Public Works, complementing the both, showing the past and the future, what we were and what we can become in the same space. And I'm truly excited about the opportunity, and I think that this is something that without a doubt, I'm 100% behind.
I also think for me, transitioning from being on council to being the mayor, it's easier to see now how challenging these types of dialogues are, because even if we gave you the plans, walked you through them, and in our heart of hearts, that's absolutely with what we thought was going to happen, and then we come across something crazy in a wall, and now we have to totally change the plans. Those things happen every single day. And so I think it's really important that as you're thinking about the issues, if you could tell us what your concerns are. So if you're concerned about the access point, it's about, can they get in and out safely? Do they have access to a bathroom? Making sure that we've thought through those things, that's one thing. But, where a door is or something like that, that can change in a heartbeat just because of complications that we encounter. So I don't want anyone to become so married to a plan that they feel that will not change. It very well may. But I wouldn't want you to be disappointed. I want to make sure that we address your concerns. So if your concern was that they can get in and out safely and they can get to a bathroom, we will make sure that happens. But there may be other things that maybe aren't as attractive as we might like them to be, but it fit the budget. Okay, so we have a motion and a second on the table. Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Wolf,
Yes.
Mr. Carpenter,
Yes.
Mrs. Chapman,
Yes.
Ms. Hoskinson,
Yes.
Mr. Marietta,
Yes.
Mr. Juvenile.
Yes.
Thank you, Council. It passes 6-0. The next item is the administrator's report.
Just a couple updates. The first one is I will ask council members, see if you are interested in visiting the recycling facility. I'm going to ask the clerk to follow up with an email to you to see which day that you are available, so we can sort of coordinate. So I can send it to the wind waste and the to have that schedule firmed up. The second item is we are beginning this year's pre-treatment inspection. The pre-treatment inspection is really dealing with specifically industrial users to make sure they are not discharge unnecessary pollutant into our system. And then there were 4 inspections this last Thursday. There will be another 4 in March and 4 in April and 4 in May. Lastly is that I want to commend the Public Works to add reflective tapes on 2 stop signs one at the Sunset Drive, the other one at the Chestnut. So remind the drivers, they need to come to a full stop before making any, left turn, right turn, or straight. Hopefully that, that will alleviate some of the concerns that was brought up by the Lakewood Forest residents. That's all I have for today.
Thank you. Next item is council member reports. Council President Wolf, would you like to kick us off?
I'm good.
Okay. Councilmember Juvenile.
No report at this time.
Okay, thank you. Councilmember Carpenter.
No report.
Okay. Councilmember Hoskinson.
No updates this time.
Okay.
I'll follow suit, nothing at this time.
Okay.
And then I got to say, I talked vacation over with, Mrs. Furby, and I just wanted the council and mayor to know that March 19th through 30th, I will be gone again. But that is my last planned time to be gone. So unless something comes up, I'm on vacation now. So, but I just wanted everybody to be aware of that. And that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, the next item on the agenda is the mayor's report. I just wanted to mention that I went to a very interesting forum and I saw a really amazing presenter or panelist there. Actually, Director Meisner was one of the panelists of the day. The focus was for the county and how we talk about childcare and its impact on the workforce within the county. And so it was very interesting. I don't think there were any other mayors there. Were there? Yeah. I only saw one other jurisdiction's council member. I don't know if there were others. Prospects talking about it. Yeah. So hopefully it'll become interesting for folks. When we were talking about it, I said, this is literally like a road to get to work. If there's no road to get there, you can't do it. If you don't have childcare, you can't do it. So, it's really important. And if we really want to help our employers, that's one way to do it. The next item is, what, Councilmember Juvenile alluded to with the kickoff of the Trailblazers Community Improvement Corporation. It was lovely. There were plenty of people there. I think the energy was very positive. I feel like it's new. Conceptually, many CICs are much larger than the Hebron one is, but that doesn't mean that we can't take some of those best practices and utilize them right here in our own hometown. So I'm excited about that. And thank you so much for the work. All right, visitor comments, none, okay. And then with regard to the review of expenses, unless otherwise noted, it is understood council members have reviewed the expense report provided and have no questions. Just want to draw your eye to the meeting and event schedule coming. Immediately after this, we're having our safety committee meeting. And then we, on the 26th, have an economic development meeting. And then getting into March with another committee meeting and various other exciting things to participate in. Unless there is anything else, I'm seeking a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
A motion from Council Member Marietta and a second from Council President Wolf. Roll call, please.
Mr. Poole,
Yes.
Mr. Juvenile,
Yes.
Mr. Carpenter,
Yes.
Ms. Hoskinson. Yes. Mrs. Chapman.
Yes.
Mr. Marietta.
Yes.
Thank you. This meeting of the Village of Hebron Council is now adjourned at 6:23.